friends, it's Miss Spirit again, and today I'm going to talk a little bit more about a way in which we can think about our emotions, our feelings. One way we can think about our emotions is thinking about them in different zones. You might hear teachers talk about the zones of emotions, and that's what I'm going to talk a little bit more about today. So we can think about emotions as being in 4 different zones. First, we have what we would think about as blue zone emotions. Emotions are feelings that tend to be lower energy. Emotions like feeling sad, feeling sick, feeling tired, feeling hurt. And one way that helps me remember this group of emotions is by connecting it to an animal. And the animal that I connect this group of emotions to is this one. The sloth. When I think of a sloth, I think of an animal that moves really slowly, that tends to just want to be quiet and still. And that is a blue zone emotion. So that's our first group. Next, we can think about a group of emotions that we'll call the yellow zone group of emotions. These feelings are feelings like feeling excited, feeling silly, feeling worried, feeling scared. These emotions tend to be emotions in which we have more energy in our bodies. And sometimes we might have feelings like you have like this hair on your skin, like you might get goosebumps. You might feel kind of wiggly and the need to move around might be harder to settle your body down and do something that requires you to be still and focused. And the animal that I associate with this group of emotions is this one, a monkey. When I think about a monkey, I think about an animal that's always moving, right? It's thinking and moving and wiggling, and it is hard to be still and focused when you're feeling in the yellow zone. The next group of emotions is a group that we're going to call the green zone. In the green zone are emotions such as feeling happy, feeling ready to learn, focused, proud, calm. And the animal I think of when I think of this group of emotions is the elephant. I think of the elephant because elephants are known as being very cooperative animals, and animals that think and plan before they do, animals that use their memory to make choices. And when we're in the green zone, we're oftentimes able to think and plan what we want to do next. It's easier for us to learn new things. Our bodies are quieter, and that's what those feelings in the green zone tend to feel like. Our last group of emotions are a group that we're going to refer to as the red zone. Now, the red zone group of emotions are emotions in which we tend to have very big feelings in our bodies. Big feelings that may be hard to know kind of how to let out, how to release in a safe way. The animal that comes to my mind when I think of red zone emotions is the rhinoceros, because emotions associated with the red zone are things like feeling angry, terrified, out of control, mean. Those are red zone emotions. And the rhinoceros with its horn and with its desire to move quickly and sometimes do that without having an opportunity to think first, that makes me think of red zone emotions. So those are our 4 groups. And I want to make sure I stress the fact that emotions, feelings that we have, are not good or bad. There is no bad emotion. There is no good emotion. In fact, whether we're a kid or whether we're an adult, we experience all of the emotions. It depends on the situation, right? There are situations in which we would expect that many people would have a really big sad response. If you lose something or someone that you love, If something is really disappointing, you expected something to happen and you were looking forward to it and it didn't, yeah, having a blue zone emotion, that would be expected by a lot of people. Same with having a red zone emotion. There are times in which getting angry, feeling that anger in your body where you just want to explode, absolutely. That would be the expected thing in a lot of situations. And also, what people consider an expected response to a situation is really based a lot upon their own experiences, one's culture, one's language, one's background, all of that. And so there's a lot of variation, and that's okay. There are times in which we might have an experience and our response, our emotion, doesn't feel very good in our bodies, and we're looking for a way to get it out in a way that's safe. And there are tools, things that we can do to help us do that. And that's something we'll be talking about in later videos. But whether or not we have experiences of feeling great sadness, or times in which we feel really proud and good, other times in which we feel extremely frustrated or angry, that's part of being human. And that's not good or bad. That's just what it is, and that's okay. So I hope by thinking about our emotions in zones, blue zone, yellow zone, green zone, and red zone, it'll help us to have some common language to then talk about how are we feeling? How are we thinking? How does that feeling, that emotion, feel in our bodies? Because each of us experience our emotions differently in our bodies. And then how do we let other people know what we're thinking and feeling, right? With that, hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and I'll hope to see you soon at another video.